Why are you here? How about that?
Oh, I'm here to meet and greet with the legislature. I think it's important to really build that relationship with the public officials so that when there is a need in the business world to contact them because some sort of issue is coming up in the legislature, it's important to really know why or to know who to contact and that they know who I am so that I can express my concerns about the issue that's going on.
They knew you as a person, not just a guy with a problem.
The name with the face, it means so much. It means so much. So, yeah, I might not have all the issues that are going on and coming up in the issue in the legislature today, but as they do come up, I have that relationship. Plus, I'm giving them background on a lot of what our business does, the jobs we provide, and what kind of a quality community member we are. And that means a lot to them, too, to understand who we are as a business and how we fit in the community.
Have you had a particular experience with the event? Maybe it was even coming here today on the bus. I don't know, but what's the experience that you would take away?
Well, I've met with 6 or 7 legislators already, and we're not done yet tonight. And it's really neat that I'm meeting with legislators from all over the state of Minnesota. So it's important to build those relationships. Yeah, I get to see the ones that affect our local community in the St. Cloud area, but I also get to reach out to some that are way in the far reaches of the state, like southwest corner, that they have effects on legislation that passes the entire Senate and the House. So it's important to be able to represent our issues across the whole state. There's 201 legislators. St. Cloud is affected by 4 or 6 of them. So it's important to have the relationship with everybody, or as many as you can.
We want you to talk about the Washington trip.
Oh,
okay,
you're going to
great.
be on the Washington trip as well. We talked to Mark a little bit earlier about that. Well, why is the Washington trip important in its own way?
The Washington, D.C. trip, I think that is so important because our members of Congress are elected and put in place, and it's their job to listen to the people. It's their job to vote and represent us, the people. And if we just let them we just let them to do what they want to do or what they think if we don't tell them what we want, then they're thinking whatever it is we're doing is great. Well, then it's our own fault that if they do something that isn't consistent with what we want. It's important for us to represent, to do our job and express our concerns to them as citizens, okay, as a business, yes, and as a citizen, yes. Because it's, for the Chamber of Commerce, yes, we're business people, but I think it's so important for everyone to make a trip at some point and visit with your representative, your senator, and get to know them, meet them, and they will meet with you. They love to hear from the citizens and their constituents. They want to hear from you, and it's important for us to do our part because if they're listening, they're doing their job, and it's our fault if we're not speaking.
Well said.
Yeah.
I agree.
Thank you.
That's what democracy is supposed to be about, right?
That is exactly what it's about.
And they're real people too.
And they are, yeah. You get so intimidated by members of Congress that they're some big high authority, and you get afraid to meet with them. It just seems intimidating. They're not. We get invited to Amy Klobuchar's office, and we sit down with her, and she is so welcoming. And she gets to know everybody. She does introductions around the room, and she knows who you are. By the end of the meeting, you feel like she knows who I am, what industry I'm in, and she has a conversation about cross-talking with the different industries and the different businesses and tying the conversation all together. It's really impressive that you have somebody that's that willing to engage the constituents of our state of Minnesota.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Helps us to get rid of the D or the R behind a person's name.
I think it's so important that we get to know everybody, whether they're D or R behind their name. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And your uncle, Jim's video of your uncle showing off his cars. What a lovely guy.
Oh, he's a wonderful guy. Yeah. Oh, he's so full of energy and the antique cars. He's just magnificent. So it's really fun to have him as an uncle. Yeah.
I haven't met him yet, but he is an elegant man. I really hope I get to meet him.
Oh, so passionate with everything. He's just a charmer, and it's so neat to see the collection and the history behind all of this stuff. It's so important, and it's not only the history behind the old cars, but he gets behind who the people are behind the cars, and the inventor from Pan Cars, Sam Pandolfo. He's not only passionate about the cars, he's so passionate about Sam Pandolfo that he had his remains. He worked with the family members, the descendants of Sam Pandolfo, to have his remains removed from Alaska, where it really didn't mean anything. That happened to be where he died. Had no tombstone, no marker at his grave, and it really didn't mean anything. He paid for it, worked with the family, and brought his remains, his ashes, to be buried close to home, where he really made the most impact in the United States. And it was really neat to see that he belongs here, and his family felt he belonged here, and my uncle was instrumental in bringing him here, where he really belongs.
I had no idea.
It
Even
was really
cooler
fun.
than I thought.
Absolutely.
Wonderful.
All right.
Thank
Thanks
you.
so
It was
much,
great to
Alan.
meet you.
Yeah.
Okay. Cheers.